What's up, guys? It's Mrjamvad, and today we are back on the Pokemon Showdown server for an Uber live. I know it's been a minute. It's been what, two weeks since I haven't uploaded. Uber Sunday in particular, and I know I have let many people down, and they've lost all faith in me. And I can't blame them. It's just facts. So we're gonna be using a team from the Academy archives posted by one of our Uber headmasters, which is I think it's DNP. He posted this one. Before we begin, I want to remind you guys of the GoFundMe that I have started. What is this? Okay. Yeah, I don't think this is the actual page, but yeah, this is for the website. And if you donated and then you didn't see it pop up, let me know, because I have some people who have given, but I didn't see any change right here. So I just want to make sure all that's flowing. And I keep messing up with the link in the description, so it's gonna be right today. It's supposed to be clickable, but yeah, very much appreciated. You can read what it's about and what's motivated me to want to do this, and all that stuff. And yeah, we got a whole team of people. I was talking to them last night, helping me put this all together, all free of charge. Just giving back to the Academy, which I think is just dope. So much love to everybody who's helping in whatever way they can, so we can make this a reality. So looking at my opponent, so we're using Choice Banded Zacian, which is always fun to use, as well as Choice Specs Lunala, which is always fun to use. And I've never used Necrozma. I heard that thing is not face it's stupid bulky. Like insanely so, like unhealthily mad bulky. Imagine when Groudon and Kyogre come back. Yo, it's game time. But yeah, let's see. I can't even go too deep in the depth of that game plan. But I know Uber's a little bit more than I know OU right now. So this guy is well against this lacking Photon guys. I don't see them carry that much. Mandibuzz guards well against like Eternatus and Lunala to a degree. Necrozma, obviously, Darmanitan, and Zacian is somewhat unguardable, somewhat. So that being said, I'm expecting a Darm lead. And what this allows is for me to T-Wave actually, because if he chooses to say, and let's say he's banded, because the one I use is banded, right? And he seems to be banded. I think that's banded damage. We're gonna Morning Sun here as he breaks through the paralysis. So he's giving me this. He's like, yo, take it or leave it. But because he doesn't have a Zacian, I'm not too pressed about keeping this around. It would be nice to have it for his own Necrozma being at full, being able to take hits, T-Wave. So goes for the Hex. That's perfectly fine by me. He's not going to be doing any kind of damage. And we would have broken his Shadow Shield there, which is a big deal. It's a pretty big deal to break the Shadow Shield. I am agility. That won't work. Choice specs. So I'm gonna make a play here. I'm going to Moonblast, anticipating the Mandibuzz. Now this is a decently low risk play because I have the Shadow Shield in, and he doesn't know anything about my set. So if I'm the same set as his, he doesn't want me T-waving and all these things. However, he could be a bulkier one, and yeah, that's exactly what I was like, he could be one of the bulky ones, which would make this pretty whack because I could have killed him there. I most certainly could have knocked him out there, as he shows Dynamax cannon. Let's kill this. Okay. I don't think he really has a plan. He hasn't switched beyond Lunala. And then he T-waved my Mandibuzz of all things. Which, if I'm thinking about it, makes absolutely no sense to his game plan. There is no game plan. So I'm just gonna take this a step at a time. I do need Necrozma healed, so I know he's gonna U-turn here. If I had to position myself, I want something that I'm gonna position Mandibuzz in, because I know he's gonna U-turn. Mandibuzz sorts out Necrozma, because I want to be careful around him autotomizing and defogging and all that stuff. So positionally, there's nothing he could go to beat that Mandibuzz. He'd never have to switch. But yeah, we want our first game. Wasn't too hard. My opponent was on the lower rungs of the ladder, even though I've decayed. But again, I played a lot more Ubers, so like, and there's still times where I'll hop on Showdown and play, but it's just like mindless playing, which isn't a good habit to have if you're trying to improve, because it reinforces bad habits. So when you mindlessly just go and click casually, like, it's cool, but it does have the repercussions, especially if you're somebody who trains. So, you know, if you have the book, you know what I'm talking about, or I may have put that in the video series. Also, if you're newer to my channel and all those things, I have a video series. The Academy initially was supposed to be tailored to where, or is tailored to where you can learn. This is a very similar structure. Well, I mean, I guess they all are, aren't they? But the goal of the Academy is to assist players to be able to meet their outcomes. So it's a very similar strategy here. I'm not gonna allow him to. Now it's a little different here because interesting. Max Quake. He's weakened himself. I'm debating whether it's worth. Cause I could go. He could Max Quake again. So I'll Morning Sun. Used his Dynamax. Now I'll keep Morning Sunning. Oh, it's one of those. 1300, of course. But somebody commented, "Jam can't finish a thought." Damn right. Because I have to oscillate between recording and like my Pokemon mind's just like, well, man, and I start thinking, but I'm trying to tell a story at the same time. So then by the time I switch back to the story, thought gone. I'm trying not to lose this one because it's there, but it's like it's fading. It's fading, bros. But yeah, I played my downtime. I was just saying, like, you know, the Academy was supposed to be designed to assist players in getting to the peak of play. That's the point of the book. It's the point of me making that 25 video series that was grueling to make and edit and all that. Took me hours to do. Have fun, man. Have fun, broy. Doesn't guard well against Ghost. In fact, it's to a KO to an OKO every time. Clay doll, that's very interesting. And he guards very poorly against Fairy. So very similar situation. Everybody leads Darmanitan. Now, him U-turning here into something actually has meaning. This time. So yeah, I guess nobody runs Photon Geyser because he didn't like go to Pex with any kind of respect. So I'm assuming he went for something along the lines of knockoff or whatever it's called, knockoff. This guy's pretty susceptible to agility, Eternatus, but he also has a whole Lunala, a whole one, not half, a whole Lunala, and let's see what Toxapex runs. I'm not sure what it runs. So it does run Scald. So we're gonna fire off a Dynamax cannon. Now the goal I'm trying to achieve with this is being able to get my Lunala in on a recover, which likely will be the turn after this. And then if I choose to fire off whatever I choose to fire off, whether it be a Psychic. Oh wow, that actually did 1,000,000. Oh, okay, that's a problem for you, buddy, because now you lose a Pokemon, assumedly. What are my options here? I get Tayshion in. I'm just debating whether or not it's worth the prediction and what comes after, because Quagsire is going to be coming in. I'm going to be on the defensive recovering, assuming. So I'm wondering if there's a mid ground. Yeah, I'll just Flamethrower here. Because if he stays, he's going to recover, which won't bring him to the range where he can survive. So he can Flamethrower again. Wow, that Flamethrower did a lot. So it wouldn't have brought him. So unless he went for, even if he recovered there, it wouldn't have been enough. And I know that I don't need this to be at full for any particular reason. It's a slow variant with a lot of bulk. Oh, so he has, I'm surprised he went straight to this. So this is gonna hurt. I keep thinking, oh, so that's why they've been running Shadow Ball for Lunala. Oh, because I've been seeing Shadow Ball Eternatus. I'm like, well, that doesn't do shit to but I'm glad that his Lunala got hit, though I won't have anything to agility on. Eternatus in and of itself is pretty solid as he Behemoth Blades. And this is where I said, oh, I'm cursed. Okay, I may have just won. So I'm gonna recover. I didn't want, so this is what I'm talking about. So, well, actually it doesn't matter because I have a Lunala. It's part ghost. Oh yeah, and you position me to where I can just massacre something. Like something gets massacred. You have no ghost guarding. Nah. I wasn't trying to talk shit, but it didn't matter. He doesn't know I was specs. Maybe if I was non-specs, I can understand that matter. But that didn't matter. Clay Dog got eviscerated. But yeah, expect Draft League today. I'm not sure which one is gonna be uploaded first, but I do play Pokemon MD this week. Muscled through, bros. I muscled through and built the team. And I got it traded, and like that took so much willpower. I don't understand what's going on, but we gotta move forward. But if I'm being real, y'all, I'm gonna have to make a pimp decision today, man. I might have to. So you know, I mentioned in previous vids that me and my girl we weren't. I think when I had that vid, we weren't together. We weren't in a good place, or whatever. We had a conversation post that kind of, you know, fleshed out what was going on. Because what initially happened is, you know, she felt she needed a moment and all that nonsense. And I was like, alright. And so initially I was going to just, as I mentioned, just run through a bunch of girls. That's all I've known. But then I ended up not doing so. Like, it wasn't this easy thing to do, Z-Sash. Yeah. So, yeah. Sash me, huh? It wasn't as easy to do as I assumed it would be. What? I think he forgot I was a ghost type. So in learning that, I've come to realize, okay, well, since that's not gonna be the case, we had a conversation, miss. We had a conversation. We were back on good terms. We weren't on bad terms though. We were low key back together. I was like, okay, let's extend the break. Let's let's decide. Okay, well, if the original reason, what was that, Behemoth Blade versus like the original reason was akin to, for our split, was akin to something about just not knowing how to love herself and what they're generally, if I allowed you to be around me, I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. I'm gonna take your word, so to speak, right? Let's break the shadow shield real quick. Make sure, let's get these bands up. I could Thunderwave here, because Quag walls, I think, every member on his team except Lunala. Especially when I start cursing, it's over with. It's over with. Well, Lunala, I'll T-wave that, but I mean, once I'm cursing, I'm getting slower anyway. But yeah, so in that, basically wanted to break. Like, alright, because at the time, as I was saying the story, like, I kind of wanted to break too. I thought I wanted to, get some poom, get some pussy elsewhere, blah blah blah. Also, he has Moonblast. This is the wave, huh? Okay. Let's break that. But yeah, I thought that's what I wanted as well, and then I was like, maybe that's not what I want fully, and blah blah blah. This guy shit. It's my first girlfriend ever, so, well, not ever, but in my adult life, so this is all very new to me. And in that, I'm saying, as far as me making a pimp decision today, we've still been messing around and kind of blurring the lines of a break and not a break, and I'm like, okay, well, we were talking yesterday, and she's like, well, if you have sex with other women, I wouldn't feel comfortable having sex anymore, blah blah blah. I'm like, well, okay. Whoa, aren't you gonna evaporate? Oh wow, he lit. And that's fair. Like, okay, like, that's fair. You have every right to feel that way. However, it just made me think. I'm like, well, what the hell am I doing here? Because emotionally, I can't invest in another woman, nor, to be honest with you, am I trying to. Prior to this girl, like, I never even desired a girlfriend. So a lot of, let's see, what's the worst case? If he SD'd, and SD'd and had full-time geyser, so his son still strikes. And I guess he's hoping that I use what's it called? Not use something. I would. So him full-time geysering there is a big deal, because now I'm gonna Thunder Wave to catch that Lunala, since that's your most comfortable switch. But yeah, so in doing that, blurring the lines, I'm like, well, what am I? I'm not even the relationship guy. Like, what am I doing here? And in that, I've come to the conclusion that it's gotta be. Okay, CC. That actually hurt. What the fuck? It's gotta be like an all or nothing kind of thing. Because I can't emotionally invest in another woman, and I can't sexually invest in another woman. You know what I'm? It's just one of these things where it's like, this is not. I don't care for this. I'm not happy in this weird kind of gray zone. So it's gonna be. But at the same time, I'm not the type of dude that I don't want a woman. Like, I can get women relatively easily. So I don't want a woman that I have to like force is forced the way I'm trying to think about it. But I don't want to have to give you an ultimatum in order. Should DD or yes, over DD, good. You just recover this off. Yeah, Quag is taking 0 from this buddy. But I don't want to have to give an ultimatum for you to decide that, okay, I'm all in, all these things. So, I've been entertaining other women, but I haven't had sex with them. And I'm like, man, I'm in a rock and a hard place kind of thing right now, and I don't like that. This is counterproductive. It is getting to the point where it's counterproductive at least. So, thought he was gonna Dynamax there. Oh, I guess he was trying to crit me, maybe. It's like Quagsire is frustrating. So I'm gonna drive over to her spot today and just kind of just end it. Like, no more gray. We doing this or we're not. Because what that does for me is, because I'm, there's no woman that I'll never walk away from. Like, I'm not gonna put anyone above me. So, but I still do care about this person, and we're not in. There's no. What makes it difficult is, there's no bad blood. Like, we didn't. It's not a situation where we did something to each other, so we had to be apart. It's one of those things of, whatever, and it just can't. It's now counterproductive. That's all I think. That's just the best way I can keep putting it. It's no longer beneficial. Sticky webs, they picked webs. This means you might not go for rocks here, but if he goes quiet, But yeah, it's no longer beneficial. This is a bitch for him to kill. Good lord. Because Mrjamvad isn't going to be doing any kind of damage. Yeah. I don't need this for Zacian. What am I gonna defog versus Mrjamvad? That's the only thing. I can defog versus Quag too. So it's Orb. Okay. I'm trying to think if it's worth. Yeah, it's worth defogging. Cause I could have roosted there and then killed him. Blah, blah, blah. But yeah, this is worth defogging. Spectral Thief. And actually, I probably should not have went Zacian. They were better. No, they weren't. Because if he goes quiet, I think I 2-hit KO this. Because I'm normal Zacian. I'm banded. It's close. It's very close. But I also go Lunala soon and then just eviscerate something. Goodbye. Wow. Oh, you hate to see it. But yeah, y'all, that's basically where I am in that process. Your boy has to make a decision today, and it's tough. It's tough. I've never cared. I was gonna say I've never cared about a person, but like I've never had to care to this extent before. So I'm like, man, if I gotta do all this, then we gotta be all in or not, it just has to be the way it has to be. Let me think. So he's gonna go for stab here for sure. Fucking crits me, which means I might. That's specs. I'll live comfortably, in fact. But yeah. So yeah, gonna have to pull up over there today, have that convo, and it may officially in a way of just kind of like, hey man, you know, I am. My shadow should come out here. Zacian, huh? But in a way of kind of just we're done. Like it's crazy. Like again, I've never had to go through any of this shit. Like never. But the thought, I will say, the thought is kind of weird. You know, this is a woman that, again, it'd be difficult. It would be easier if I had some. Well, you know, I'm better off because she does this. But it's not one of those situations. You know. So it's weird, man. And then we may reconvene. And it's not that I'm not open to that. We just can't keep doing what we're doing right now. It has to be like, I don't want to mess with other women with some hint of guilt or, you know, if this then that. Like, I don't like the I think that taints what we had prior to this whole situation. And it's just disrespecting the relationship we had prior to the complications, and you know, we can do better than that. They keep staying, and I'm just gonna psychic. Yeah. Wow. He ate what? 1%. So if he goes Nick, I'll go mine and rocks. Mel Metal. I'm surprised he went Mel Metal, because Mel Metal is walled hard by Quag and Zacian. So he's probably gonna go for a ground move. I doubt he'll double Iron Bash. He does. Wow. Walled in theory. Jesus, man. How you doing 50% with a resisted ass hit? Like, oh, he's slow. How the fuck are you doing 50? He's gonna go Eternatus at some point. Man. I really don't want him to go Eternatus on a turn that I curse. How many double iron? Oh, he doesn't have that much. Yeah. I knew this was coming. It's whack and all those things, but it is what it is. So what we'll do here is, oh, he actually went for Stealth Rock here. Some seems to not value the Sea Tornadoes. So we'll no, Morning Sun first. Probably should T-Wave then Morning Sun then, because yeah, there's the recover. And the reason I'm T-Waving this is so that Lunala can just attack it freely, and my Eternatus doesn't have to be concerned about it, because my Eternatus is a big problem to him. It's a big problem. This Morning Sun once more. I don't want to get burnt. Toxic Recover. Assuming Dynamax Cannon is the other move. So now we're positioned and poised to where I'll play Rogue because he seems to never switch, and 99% again. Basically what I want is for Lunala to be positioned properly. If you're gonna crit, at least crit for the kill. Like, otherwise it doesn't help me. It's still poisoned. But nah. But yeah, that's where I am. That's where I'm at, bro. So I'm a little all over the place emotionally at the moment. Not in like a oh man, woe is me kind of way, but you know, this is a first for me. I have to. He's the equivalent of like Scarf. A lot of my power comes from me being banded. So now I can actually start cursing. No. It's just called. Nice. So, no, the reason I wasn't gonna curse is because Mars Shadow and whatnot. But now we could. So I can just quake. Actually, quake's a misplay. Scald's still to play. Scald's still the play. Scald again. I'm outside of the range of anything, especially because I outspeed Metal. So now we can just recover until he dies to rocks anyway. So Ditto's gone as he struggles. Forgot about the fact that he could just run out of PP. Oh, he's not even boots. Non-boots Gyarados. What am I expecting here? If he +1s, I think I still outspeed. I want to say I still outspeed, but I don't remember how fast it gets. And you can't Dynamax. Wary of sub. Definitely wary of sub. So he's faster than me. Oh, never mind. Goodbye. That's essential. That's coming off 807, boy. That ain't nothing to scoff at. So yeah. And please refrain from the cheer up jam comments and yada yada yada. I'm good. It's just very weird, Like it's one of those things. It's like, man, I had a imagined future, and despite her being the one initiating the break, and primarily because of something I did, or how I made her feel. Women are women. However, because I understand I played a part in the beginning, so when we're in a good place again, I was like, okay, let's extend it for a week. But then she got sick, so like the whole point of us taking the break didn't happen. And then right after that, the corona, so it's been like 4 weeks, and initially was to help find herself, again, whatever that means. But I understand there's some truth to that. I got it. So it wasn't as if I'm being naive about it. I could relate to that for myself. So I was like, I think I want this break as well. But now it's like an indefinite. It's evolved into something that's indefinite and vague, and that's not productive for either of us, I think. This is a weird stall team that is stall. I stall you every time. 1355. Oh boy, this is gonna be interesting. I wish my Lunala had Trick or something like that. So as much as I want a close combat here, I think he might go to Quagsire and I might be able to 2-hit kill. Wow, man. Not even CB Play Rough doing 2-hit KO type damage. Alright, so we're gonna focus blast hard here, trying to get as much damage on that Lax as possible. Pew Q Mew Q. Perhaps he anticipated me to be that Wisp set and all that. I'm not sure what to expect here. I'm gonna go to I know you can't Scald if I recall correctly. So these rocks are gonna go a long way, especially because he doesn't know what kind of set I am. So he might stay in. He goes to Goth not knowing what kind of set I am, which is very odd, because I could have been like an offensive SD kind of set, but it worked out for him. I'm debating whether I should max Steel Spike to get off a strong hit. Could I Dynamax otherwise? I mean, Yeah, I'm gonna try to 2 KO this in like oh, that did 0. No. Okay, so he's just gonna do the I'm gonna stall you out thing. So I gotta crit him, and so be it. I have to crit him, like, it's just, but that did literally no damage, man. That did, oh, crit him, crit him, crit him, crit him. No. But yeah, since we're gonna be playing one of these kind of games, we'll just be chilling. We'll just be chilling then, cause I have Amanda Buzz, so it's like, you know, we're gonna be PP stalling. But yeah, man, it's different, bro. It's different. It's different for your boy. I don't get the point. You clearly have stored power as your last move. I'm gonna make him use them too. You're gonna use your stored powers today, cause I can't even attack his sub, but I can waste his PP. Cosmic Power is 25. Stealth Rocks has 20. Oh yeah, bet. And Thunder Wave's gonna have a ton too. Actually, let's start Thunder Waving, because I don't need that versus any of his teams. So in case he lets me get away. And then this Goth can't do this again. So he's using up all his Cosmic Power. I really don't know if there's something beyond this. If Goth gets Baton Pass now or something. But yeah, we good. Maybe you didn't see the Mandibus. But yeah, that was a complete and utter waste of a Dynamax, and this is no weak Pokemon. That's 350. Like, complete and utter waste of a Dynamax. Yeah, I guess Lunala's Dynamax would have been helpful. But yeah. But other than that, I actually was chopping it up with Blunder a little before. I think he was going through some things. More family related though. Though we haven't chopped it up to know. But yeah, man, you know, at the end of the day, bros, it's just crazy. Like, if you knew Jam pre this situation, like, I was listening to some Patrice O'Neal the other day. Well, actually, yesterday. High as shit. And as I was listening, it kind of brought me back to who I was pre this situation. And I've grown a lot. So it's not like there's regrets about that. Again, we have no beef against each other on an individual level. So what the hell did you on an individual level, right? So, you know, it's like, man, pre this, so many things like this wouldn't have even been a thought. Like, it's crazy how much the investment you have in a person creeps up on you. I'm like, yo, I am in the past, like, say my boy was like, bro, you know, I don't know, I thought, nigga, leave her, like, drop her. Who gives a fuck? Find out, like, abundance. But I have to admit, with the less so about, you know, sex and beauty and all that, I can get that. But the character trait she had, to where I got to the point where I could trust a woman, because trust issues with that. Not even necessarily because I've been cheated on, but because, you know, I see the back end of that. Those situations where women do cheat, and, you know, I see that all the time, and been there. I'll say definitely, as I've been through this situation, a lot less quote unquote proud of that now. But well, then yeah, and even to this day, a lot of women be like, shit, they don't mention their boyfriends. They have them, but they don't mention them. Okay, hold on. Let me see what I want to do. They always say Eternatus for some reason. Ferrothorn, huh? Guards very poorly against Eternatus. What did I just have in? Okay, yeah. But yeah. So it was it's as if my pimpdom has been weakened over time, but I didn't realize it was being weakened. Oh wow, that's, I guess they're all Spadef. I didn't think he'd have knockoff because mine does not have knockoff. So that surprised me. That's something I have to keep in mind though. Something I have to keep in mind. So I wasn't sure if he'd go Necrozma or he'd go to Ferrothorn. So this is gonna be interesting. Gonna straight attack him. Now he's in Moonblast to a KO range. So if he chooses right, if he knocks, and I'm PP stalling his knockoffs as well. So this, I'm a flamethrower here just in case he thinks about roosting. I want him to be just to the point where he can't take 2, which he is now. Because again, he doesn't switch well into this. Now I'm significantly weaker. So here he's gonna go for either Psychic or Moonblast. I don't think Moongeist Beam makes much sense. And this Necrozma doesn't need to be at full for any particular reason. So he Calm Minds, which means he's gonna go for Ghost Stab here. He's gonna go for Ghost Stab into Fairy Stab. I'm just debating whether or not like it's worth taking a Moongeist Beam to T-Wave this. If I T-Wave it, what do I really gain out of that? So what I'll end up doing is I'll go Mandibuzz here. He actually Dynamaxes. Okay, so I'm glad I switched. I'm glad I switched. As Fairy Stab likely to come out here. Okay. Not Stab, but Fairy. You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. My Mandibuzz is far too important. And Zacian's actually quite bulky, Spadef wise, quite bulky. Can I deal with Eternatus? Yes, I can. So now, defense drop. He feels safe going for Moonblast. I'm gonna go Zacian here, yeah, and I'll go for the Choice Bandit boosted Crunch, which will kill him. Cause I'm like, he's thinking about it in like a, oh, I got my Shadow Shield, I'm bulky, but I'm banded. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I have a decision. I could choose to play the rock game, the hazard game with him, or I could. What's my end game? I'll see what hazard he has first. So it's spikes, which means I don't want to play the hazard game with him. If it was just rocks, then that's okay. But it's spikes. I don't want I don't want spikes up. Yeah. must do. I'm gonna have to stall out these spikes. Flamethrower. His Mandibuz's gonna come in. So we'll Dynamax cannon here. He goes Necrozma as a mid ground. I have no problems with that. None whatsoever. Because I'm assuming he's just a generic ass Necrozma, right? And Ferrothorn, yep. And then I'll do the Mandibuzz thing again. That's what I meant when I said I have to stall out a lot of his spikes. Goes Eternatus, perhaps Orb, but perhaps not. Maybe he is packing the... So his Necrozma is not at full, which is a big deal. So he's either going to Dynamax can. He's never going to Flamethrower here. Oh, he does. Okay, that does 0 though. Does 0. I didn't know he was that frail of a variant. So we're going to stall out these spikes. Defog first. I mean, he made Leech Seed, but I don't want him. Well, I thought I was getting leftovers back for a second. So Rock's likely to come out here. Actually, I think he's just gonna attack me. I'm not sure if it'll kill from here, which is a big deal if it does. So I don't need Lunala to be at full for any particular reason anymore. So what I'm gonna end up doing is I'm going to expect him to expect me, because I can't Moonblast here as much as I'd like to. Yeah, I figured he'd expect something that was not my stab. 69%. He's getting, let's see, he's at 65. With the PP stalling, he wins that fight. So I'm gonna crunch here. I gotta get right whichever one he goes to. And he only has defensive Flamethrower, so yeah, I get it right. Oh man, that does 0. That does absolutely nothing. So I'm gonna have to start predicting. So like right here, I Moongeist beamed last time. I'm gonna Moonblast here. He goes Eternatus. Didn't have the balls to Psychic. Could Dynamax and kill this though. I forgot about that. I forgot about Dynamax. I can do that. I could just do that. That's funny. I could just do that one thing called Dynamax. Now, I'm pretty susceptible to my own Pokemon though, so yeah, once I click CC, it's a wrap. Thinking if I still need this. It's nice to have, but what would I trade in for it? I actually like Quag. Quag wins. So not Quag. So am I gonna play the hazard game with him? It's a tough decision. I don't want to play the hazard game. So I'm gonna give up Lunala. I'll let him have Lunala. And because of Eternity, this is not natural bulk. Yeah, I'll just recover here. I don't want him to potentially 2-KO me. See how much is this doing? Okay, good. So now I can flamethrower spam. Easy goes Mandabuzz. Had I Dynamax cannon there, I think he got 2 KO'd. But the good thing about Mandy is it allows my Mandabuzz to come in and heal. Which he was trying to avoid. Oh, how wrong I was. How wrong I was. How wrong I was. But I do get off a strong CC here that is unguardable. Except versus his own Mandabuzz. If he allows me to beat this Ferrothorn up, then Quack. Oh, that was a smart. I didn't think he'd be, I want to say smart enough, but low-key smart enough to make the Ditto play, because I considered that as far as like a resist to the CC, but I didn't think he'd be game enough to know to do that. So, oh wow, okay, we making play. Okay, all right, since that's what we're doing, I'm gonna Ditto him unless this has toxic. I haven't seen a toxic variant of it yet. I'm gonna play that game with you. Knockoff is the other move. So Zacian dies. So be it. I'm expecting Ferrothorn to come in, right? It's gonna get stally. So be it. Good. Lisi gets halved, right? Yeah, because he's only Lisi-ed once. So I'm gonna have to Necrozma Eternatus his team. There's Mandabuzz, that's fine. I'm gonna have to Eternatus his team. Because now, like, he can't damage me, but I can't damage him very much either. I don't want to use PP unnecessarily, so I want him to lead seed and all these things, because I'm not getting any health back. Actually, maybe I can do this. I was debating whether or not I want his Ferrothorn T-waved, but him having to break through, if he has Power Whip, I'm having to break through the paralysis and land the Power Whip is if I wanted it anyway, is how I'd like for it to be. Oh yeah, he can spike. He can spike. So we're gonna flamethrower just to get enough damage to where he feels safe, because I don't want to play the yes, taunt on the Mandabuzz. That actually won't work. Yes, taunt on the Mandabuzz. He made a misplay by even going for taunt on the Mandabuzz. Will change things. So he's definitely not gonna Power Whip here. Yeah. Huh. I might be able to kill the Buzz. I might be able to. Oh wow, this shit is a tank. I lost, bros. He has the backbone. He has the backbone. Him having taunt on the Buzz, like, he doesn't have defog. It just hit me, cause you assume defog is a mandatory thing, but he's going all in. Okay, I can respect that. I can respect that, especially if you're wearing like a heavy duty boots, Lunala or something. Yeah, this Mandabuzz is gonna be a problem that may not be solvable unless I burn him. Should have sacked. It doesn't matter. Yeah, that's game. Oh, that's where we're gonna wrap. Actually, it's fucking been 55 minutes. That's where we're gonna wrap our live up today. Today is going to be an interesting day, ladies and gents, as I figure this damn thing out. But yeah, if you made it this far, thanks for listening. Definitely hit up the GoFundMe if you have anything to give towards the website. It's gonna be again for y'all. But enough about that. Thanks for watching. Hit the like button if you enjoyed, of course. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Oh yeah, and pick up a copy of the book. Peace.